Let's start from the CS300. This is actually our latest model in the market now. So comparing with CS300 application wise, almost the same. The major difference is CS300 can trigger the balloon if the R wave is 120 microvolts, but this can trigger if the R wave is 80 microvolts. If the machine is more sensitive, it can support the patient with the low R waves. Okay, and here this is the front side of the machine where the end users are facing, and the monitor is almost 360 degrees. You can put it in any direction. Okay, and in the front side you can see the helium gauge. It's an analog gauge. Without switching on the machine, you can see the helium capacity. The green indication is full. Once the needle touches the red zone, it will give you a low helium alarm. So mostly the backup will be around 48 hours, but don't wait for that. Like when you are getting a low helium alarm, it can work around 48 hours normally. Yeah, in the front side, you have a Doppler, checking with the patient pulse on the leg to avoid the limb ischemia. Okay, you can switch off and keep it back. And there is a lock here. They put it purposefully, otherwise people will take it into other department, and when you need it for IABP, you cannot find it. So that is why they are locking it always. Just hide the wires, and so this one you can press this, it will go inside. Yeah, automatically. And the front drawer, we are taking the accessories. Basically, a 5-lead ECG, okay, a 5-lead ECG, and a pressure adapter cable. So why there is no other cable? The remaining cable is attached to CS300. We can use the same cable, connect this one here, okay? So a pressure cable, and an ECG cable. I will show you the front side, how this is going to connect. So that's all about front side. And when you are moving the patient in the corridor, you can see the front wheel having 3 options, like up, unlock, lock. So if it is in this position, you can see it's not looking. Yeah. So when you are moving the corridor, it will help you to go straight with one hand. So otherwise you need to hold with 2 hands. So it will go only straight. Steer position same like patient bed. But if it is in the middle position, see, there's a free movement. So whenever you are, you will be in a hurry position when there is an emergency transport. You can see it's not moving properly. So just keep in mind the front wheels are in the top direction. So keep it in the middle, unlock position for the free movement. Only for the front wheels. Back wheels only have 2 options, lock or unlock. That's it, just for information. Okay, that's all about the front side. And the left side, you can see the helium. In CS300, the helium is outside, visible. Yes. But here you can see the helium indication. There is no lock, just pull the cover, okay? And there is a tray you can pull back. So the lock is here. You should always keep it here, otherwise if it's stuck somewhere inside, it will stuck the movement of the tray. So always see there's a parking position for this. So always keep it here, okay? For locking and unlocking, we'll do the same with the CS300. Okay. Now I remember closing clockwise. Okay, clockwise I closed it completely. You can open it. There should be a slight leakage. That is okay, no problem. Okay. And there are 5 O-rings extra here, washers. So whenever we are changing the helium, it's recommended throw the old one, put a new one here. So extras are always here. Okay.
So once it's finished?
Yeah, but whenever you are changing the helium only, you need to replace this O-ring. But there should be some wear and tear to avoid the leakage. Replace with the new one. Just take one from here and put it here. Since it's a brand new, I will show you. Nothing, just keep it and push it. That's it. And you can see 2 metal rods here. It will fit with these holes. So there's only one direction. And this is for the small cylinder.
So what's the thing you should? Can you show again?
Yeah.
That pin, yeah, I know. I saw
The pin you can see here,
yeah,
2 metal rods, and it will always fit in this direction. Okay. Okay. Just place it. It's seated now. You can see it's aligned properly. Make it straight. That's it.
Okay.
And tight it. You can use some tissue to tight it more. Okay. Always aligned it. Okay. Just hold it. Aligned it. That's it. Focus on the gauge. You can see it's empty. See, it's empty, right? The gauge is empty.
Yeah.
So you don't need to open a lot of the rotation. Just 1 or 2 enough. You can see it's full. Yeah, that's it. And put it back. Okay. So always do this way. We can do a hands-on session after we finishing the training. Okay. So it's full now. So that's all about the helium. Keep it open, and for a full cylinder, it will work around 80 days on continuously on a patient. Okay. That's the backup for helium. So coming back this side, we have nothing, and here is the back side of the machine, which is facing to the patient. So all patient connections are here, same like CS300. So but here we have the balloon connection, ECG pressure. There is no, they didn't name it ECG or pressure, only the marking. It's a unique connection and design, color codes, so you won't change it. So basically ECG, pressure, and this is a balloon connection, and here is a fiber optic. So it will always cover to protect from the dust. And here, if you are using the external monitor cable connections, again marked here, you can take external monitor ECG, then you don't need this. If your patient is already hooked up with the external monitor ECG, then you don't need to have additional ECG connections. Take the slave, connect here, it will come.
But that is different, no? It will not fix it for this, right?
You should have this, I guess. Otherwise, we are giving a cable. We'll provide which monitor you have, Philips or
Yeah, we have
Philips. Yeah, it's a simple mono jack cable. Connect to the Philips and connect here. Nothing to do, or ECG will come automatically. Even if you want to pressure, the same way. So if you want ECG, connect it here. Connect ECG in the other side. That's it. It will come. And this is for the optional item. You don't have it. If you need the IBP to the external monitor, okay, that's an option. You don't have it. So forget about it. And the major difference from CS300 is we are using lithium-ion battery. Okay, in the CS300 you don't have an access to the batteries, but here end user can change the batteries. We are using lithium-ion. You can see the capacity of the battery without even switching on the machine. By pressing, each LED is indicating 20%. So 5, which means 100%. For one full battery, it will work around 90 minutes if the patient heart rate is 90. Okay, so in total you will get 3 hours for a transportation. Okay, so suppose if you want to change the battery while working on a patient, you can do it. So it will pull out automatically, but never fell down. Okay, it's very careful. It's lithium-ion batteries. So you can do that. If you have a third battery, put it back. So at a time, you cannot. It won't come out 2 batteries at a time. The design is like that. The lock at a time you can only unlock 1. See, so there should be a security for the machine. Okay, that's how you can replace the batteries, and you can see which battery is working once you switch on the device. There are color code here. It will also give you indications. And we have a printer paper here. Okay, just take out the printer paper. It will work for a long time. You have an extra papers with biomedical. You can ask them once it's finished. And the thermal side, which is thermal side, just do with your nail. You can see which is thermal side facing to the machine side. That's it. We have given extra papers to biomedical. They have extra. Extra.
Okay.
Or I think I have kept it here. Let's see. So that's the front side, and I missed. This is a network cable connection. Earlier it was using a serial connection. Now it's the RJ45. Just need to connect. It will do, but you have to switch on it here. I will show you. I missed the important one is the power button, which is hiding behind the handle. Okay, why it's hiding? To avoid by mistake if someone touching it. So for switching on the machine, just do a single click. You can see. Okay. So it will do a self test initially, and it will give system test okay message. Okay, if there is any maintenance core or technical issues, it will give you alarm. Okay, so you can see it's spinning. And by the way, you are using commonly fiber or non-fiber balloon?
Fiber.
Fiber. So you know the difference, right? The difference is fiber, you have an extra orange wire. It has a pressure sensor on the tip of the balloon. This can measure the pressure inside the iota. So if we are using the traditional normal balloon, it doesn't have the orange wire. So you have to connect the pressure transducer here. So in that case, I told you, you need to use this connection with the pressure transducer. But unfortunately, no, it's the same connection, not big differences. Okay, so we got a system test okay message. You can see battery in use bay 1. It's marked here. It's also, you can see this one is using now.
Okay.
Okay, so that's how, yeah. So this is the connection for the pressure. See, it's a unique connection and design. You cannot change it. Okay, that's the pressure connection. This is the ECG connection. So the pressure cable from the CS300, the same connection you will use, but the cable you can connect it here. That's it. Okay, if you are using. So I'm going to remove these 2 connections because you are familiar with the connections, right? Because I'm going to connect my simulator. Okay. So we have 3 connections always: ECG, pressure, and balloon. But this is only for my simulator power. And clinically, we don't use it normally. Okay, connected. So we have ECG coming out, pressure, and there is no balloon waveform. We didn't connect the balloon. We didn't start it. Okay. So since using CS300, you can start it here. Only the difference, it has a touch screen. but the design is almost similar. Okay, you can see two modes of operation, but there is no manual mode because we are not providing any manual mode for pediatrics. There is no pediatric balloon, so auto and semi-auto only. The functions and keypad are same as CS300, only it's aligned in a different way. Okay, so we can open the menus. You can see all the menus here. See the same way: trigger, sources, frequency here, augmentation, and the timing. Okay, some additional features seem like it's here. That's it basically. And standby and start is here. Same design. Only it's a touch screen. Okay. So before starting, I will connect my. Okay, I will show you that. So the balloon when we are connect parts, extender and the balloon part. So we connect this. So we can connect this one here. For the fiber balloons, you can always see this blue lock attached to this, because if there is any kink happen, it's a fiber, it will break and it will damage. So that is why we are always recommending to attach this. Okay. Since it's a training, I'm not doing it. So I'm holding it here. And just for you, this is a fragile connection, so we should connect it properly. Same like CS300. Here you can see a red arrow. For CS300, you can connect very perpendicular to the connection. But here you can see a slight angle, right? For this. So the same, if you go to perpendicular, see, it won't fit. So do a slight angle, see, like this. If you are feeling any obstruction, do not push it. Just play with it, it will fit. Okay, see a slight angle, you can hear the tick sound. So it's connected properly. So whenever you are removing, do not hold it here, hold always here. Okay? If someone wants to connect it, just do it. Just to feel it. Slowly, yeah. That's it. That's it. Just a slight angle. Okay, down. Now we have done the connections. So always remember we have three connections: ECG, pressure, and balloon. But if you are using fiber, ECG, pressure, this one, you don't need this. Okay, but I'm using my simulator, so that's why I'm connecting. Always three connections. So we connected, we have an ECG, there is a pressure waveform, but there is no values because it's a fiber.
This is the usual pressure.
Pressure cable.
Can be, this is
It will be
red connected
here.
there.
The other one,
This
same
is
CS300 white cable will fit here.
Need adapter.
And this is adapter. That's a cable. Will be going to the transducer. Before going today, I will show you from.
Okay,
I
then.
will take it from CS300 just to show you how does it work. This one in clinical mode. Okay, only for me. So I have used. Now we did everything. So basically, it's a very user-friendly machine. Connect ECG, pressure or one of the pressure, balloon, and before switch out the machine, just 3 steps. Switch on, 1, 2, 3, and nothing to do. Just press start. If you are using fiber, if you are using non-fiber, you know you have to do the zero, right? Here we are using fiber. Just press start. It will do auto filling, same like CS300. A deep vacuum. It will remove the existing gas, and if there is any water condensation, and refill 5 times to make sure that it's 100% helium. Then it will start pumping, and later on it will do the calibration. Auto filling means the balloon filling. Calibration means we are calibrating the fiber sensor. In normal you have to do the calibration like zeroing, but here no need. The machine, same like CS300, machine will do the calibration. So it starts pumping. You can see the balloon waveform, but still there is no pressure waveform. It is still calibrating the fiber. Okay.
So it's still the same figures here. You have your rate, you have your
rate, systolic, diastolic, mean, and balloon augmentation.
Balloon augmentation is
And
also there.
again here augmentation alarm. It will come. There is a difference between CS300. CS300 it will come in 1 minute. Augmentation alarm will set in 1 minute.
Okay.
Less than 10 mmHg from this value, from the initial patient conditions.
All right.
But
And
here,
you have, I noticed there are 3 batteries here.
no, 2. This is the
One is
helium.
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 2, sorry.
Yeah.
These are the batteries.
That is the difference between from CS300.
Because
CS300
you only have
we
one.
only one set of battery.
Okay.
Once you connect it to power, you cannot see the battery.
Okay.
I didn't connect power. I just want to show you later. Vacuum cleaner coil. You can take as much as you want. Okay. And hold it like this.
Boss, they purchased this one together with a simulator.
No. No, but whenever you need a training, you can call me. We'll give you the simulator for a training purpose. We can support you for that.
Because from time to time,
As much as you want, and connect to the power. Okay. See, the augmentation is alarm still not on. Just want to show you. Automatically it will adjust.
can I?
This will come out. The bottle will fit here. It's a very lightweight, only 24 kg. So during that session, if you can join, you will get an idea. That's very important.
Call
You
me,
have
huh?
to fit.
Call me.
Yeah. So we'll do in the end of the session.
Sure.
So I connected the power. So now you can see the power is in between. Okay. The same graphic. You can see in the background. Okay. So without switching on the device, you can see whenever you are connected, always recommended connected with power. Okay, you can see power is connected and battery is charging. It's flashing. If it is blinking continuously, that means it's fully charged. But always recommended connected with power. Because when you are going for transportation, make sure that it's 100% full. Or when you are taking the machine without switching on, you can see what is the capacity. It's full or it's charging, both. Okay.
Both will charge.
No, normally not. That's false alarm. So only one will charge. Okay, at a time. So see, screen is locked. You can unlock by pressing this. Or I will just create an alarm. See, it's unlocked automatically. When there is an alarm, it will unlock automatically. Or you can press it here. So I'm just again starting. Very okay. Good. You can mute the alarm. Okay, this is the first one you might experience. Okay.
Thank you.
And here we can see the helium capacity. Battery is charged fully. Augmentation is set automatically. But if you wish to set, because you know this augmentation alarm, we cannot guarantee for that. It's totally based on the patient clinical conditions, right? It will come, and the balloon inflation timings. But we have the values. So ECG is here, systolic, diastolic, mean. Okay. Now we have the augmentation. So this one approximately less than 10 mmHg it will set. Okay. So suppose the patient hemodynamics has changed. Like I can only do this one here. It was 80 heart rate. I increased to 130. So the RR interval will become shorter. The balloon cannot give you more maximum augmentation now. So the augmentation reduced because the patient heart rate, there is a change in patient hemodynamics. So it will give you the first alarm. It's a high priority alarm, same like CS300. Augmentation below limit set. You can mute it. But whenever you are filing an alarm, if you need more information, go to help button. There is a change in patient hemodynamics. So it will give you indication how to set. Okay, so it is asking you to reset the alarm, but you need to look into the clinical condition later on. But to mute this alarm, here same like CS300 we have augmentation alarm. Press augmentation, selected. There is up and down arrow. So it's recommending 8 or 10 mmHg below from the current value. You can reduce. It was 99. Let's go to 90. Set. Now it's set to 90. Okay, this is how you can reset the alarm. So this is a very common alarm you might face while using an IABP. The patient augmentation below limit. It went to below limit. Some changes happen to the patient. Okay, that's how you can set. And see, now there is no audible alarm or help button because you don't need it. There is no alarm now. So whenever there is an alarm, it will come. Again, same like CS300. It's an auto mode. You don't have any control on this trigger mode. You will choose automatically. Okay, we are in auto mode. But when you are in semi-auto mode, if you want to choose pressure, you can choose a pacer 2 modes. The lead is in ventricle or atrium and ventricle, you can choose this. Or lead is only in atrium, you can choose this. Internal mode, they will only use mostly during the transplant time. Okay, so now the machine is in standby mode. See, time in standby less than 1, same like CS300. When it reaches to 10 minutes, it will give you a low priority alarm. When it's about to reach 30 minutes, there should be a continuous alarm because we are not recommending to keep the balloon without inflation more than 30 minutes because of the thrombus formation. Okay, so we can start pumping heating. So the modes you can choose only in semi-auto mode. Okay, now sources, you can also choose leads, which leads you want to choose when you are in semi-auto mode. I'm just explaining this. We are always recommending to do auto mode. You don't have any control on this machine. If there is no lead to having issues, it will switch to the best one automatically. Here the direct one, the pressure we are taking from direct. Okay, if you have an indirect one, I mean this one, we can choose it. Okay, but again in auto mode, even if you are using this one, no configuration record, just connect it, it will come automatically. Now that's it. Sources, IABP frequency. Okay, we'll start one by one. I will open everything. Frequency, you know, the same way. Now we have, I'll put 18 to get a better idea. Now we have a one systolic, diastolic, mean. But same like CS300, when we are going to 1:2, you can see unassisted. Okay, so this is the assisted one, this is the unassisted one. Okay, so we have the values. Because of similar assisted should be less than unassisted normally. So yeah, and here we can go to 1:3, but we are not recommending 1:3 more than 30 minutes again for thrombus formation. 1:1. So during the weaning stage, same like CS300, either you will use frequency or you will control the augmentation. Augmentation means the balloon maximum pressure. Okay, we can also control this one to reduce it. during the any stage, either you can control one of them or both, see how the patient is reacting. So the pressure I have reduced, so the augmentation is reduced. But do not, we are also recommending don't go more than 50% in 30 minutes thrombus formation, because if we are reducing it, let's see, it's not inflating. So there should be a thrombus formation. Okay. Now I will go to auto mode again. Auto mode, you don't have any control on the timing. Like, see, this both are in auto. Like when to inflate and when to deflate, the machine is controlling automatically. But in auto mode, you can still control the deflation when the balloon is deflating. If you want. It's just advanced information, okay, to explain what are the clinical control. Okay, but in semi-auto mode, if we start pumping, we can also delay the deflation. Now you cannot see the dichrotic notch here, right? Right. You cannot see the dichrotic notch here. But if I am delaying the inflation, okay, I am delaying it.
I will take just minutes from there.
Yeah.
Hi.
Give your name. So I delayed it. Now you can see the dichrotic notch. So we are delaying the inflation. Balloon is inflating from here. So you can see the dichrotic notch. In normal dichrotic notches, we get the maximum augmentation. Okay. So that is the advantage of this machine. It is triggering based on the R wave now. Okay. I put back to auto mode. Okay. Came back to auto. You can see dichrotic notch still. Okay. Still you can see the dichrotic notch. Now it missed 2 beats. Still you can see every 15 seconds in the initial conditions it will miss 2 beats. Even if it is triggering based on the ECG, it will keep on checking the R wave, dichrotic notch in the pressure waveform to see the timing. It is called auto updation. Okay, I'll just unfreeze it. Now you can see there shouldn't be any dichrotic notch. It's adjusted automatically. Okay, which is called auto updation based on the pressure waveform. Okay, that's it. It is checking the dichrotic notch position every 15 seconds initially. After that, every 2 minutes, it will check the dichrotic. Same like CS300. Just for information, you cannot see the missing 2 beats. So it's very common. Okay. Okay, machine is checking the dichrotic notch position, adjust automatically. Now timing we is, and here preferences. Okay, we'll go to print. If you want to print, you can take a print out. It will come with ECG.
Yeah, actually, every shift we need to take a print out.
Yeah, just
usually
take a
we are
print
putting it as 1:2, and then if there is any, nothing is there.
No, you can put it 1:2. The difference is you need to identify the assisted, unassisted and assisted pressure. And here we just print out, okay, and augmentation already we discussed. This is just to freeze the display, okay. And here IABP fill button, I will explain this. 2 buttons you need to hold it for 2 seconds to activate it, same like CS3. It has 2 functions. Reference line just to see the pressure values, okay. If you want to adjust it and see assisted and unassisted the difference, okay, that's it. And preferences, this is mainly the configuration, the settings. Here you can see the software version and display. We have 25 mm per second speed, audible alarm, settings, printer, ECG markers off. You can put it on, no problem. It will come where the balloon is inflating and deflating. That's it. Okay, and then inflation interval. This one, if you want to see, did you see inflation interval? For 15 seconds, you can see where the balloon is inflating and where it is deflating in a different color while adjusting. That's the difference. Okay, every 15 seconds it will show you. Then you will go back. Then you need to start again. See the color difference only for that purpose. And this is for brightness, which is high. That's it. Okay. And this is for closing all the menus. If you want to see everything together, just press open menu. It will open all the menus. Or one by one you can choose. So again, 2 modes of operations. And this is for calibrate pressure. Like if you wish to, so as I told you, the machine will keep on checking the pressure waveform for the dichrotic notch position. If your arterial waveform is not good, it will do automatic calibration every 2 hours. But same like CS300. But if you wish to do a calibration for your fiber, you can hold it here, like zeroing. Just do it here. Calibrate, like sometimes it will give you unable to update the timing. That means the machine is triggering based on ECG, but the dichrotic notch position is not, the machine is not detecting the position because of the noise in the arterial waveform. So just calibrate it. Like if you are using a normal balloon, you need to flush it, right?
Yeah.
Same way you just need to calibrate. That's it.
So anyone can come from the station?
And for making standby, press standby. Now start pumping. Okay. Now we have discussed everything. Augmentation is here. Okay, I'll open, so any questions about the keypads? So far it's the same, but only it's aligned in a different way, that's it. Okay, and if you wish to lock it yourself, you can press and hold it.
Others will make the floor flat
Slow.
also.
Not today. I'll check it.
Check. So the only 3 today.
3 today. So that's it. Okay. Now it's saying like CS300. Once you start it, okay, we are in auto mode, right? If something happened for ECG, there is no ECG. You can see the color is changed. Now it's working with the automatic, it will work because you are in auto mode. If it is semi-auto, it won't work. It will stop working. So make sure that you are always using. Okay. Now we are in auto mode. Okay. So ECG is not there, right? It's still in pressure. So you know there is no ECG. You have adjusted one of the leads removed. You adjust from the patient side. I can do it in my simulator. So ECG will come back. Don't worry. Again, no configuration required. Since you are in auto mode, it will check if there is a consistent ECG. It will switch back to ECG automatically. Okay. Now we can discuss about the alarms. So the disconnection we did it already. The same like CS300, it has no blood bag sensor. So you remember when I started, it did an autofill, right? 5 times. So this process will happen every 2 hours. Same like CS300, every 2 hours machine will initiate an autofill. See, change to ECG automatically. So every 2 hours machine will initiate an autofill along with the fiber calibration. So in between you can see machine is doing autofill procedure, fiber optic calibration. Okay, so 2 hours it will remove the helium, refill with the new helium. That's to make sure that it has 100% helium, no water condensation. Okay, so that process will happen every 2 hours. Now, in case, in previous model it was having a helium leak alarm, leak in IABP circuit. Here the name is changed, gas loss in IABP circuit. The main is the same. Okay, I cannot create the gas loss, but we can create a king alarm. Okay. In previous model, it was giving you check IABP catheter. For if there is a king, you can see the balloon waveform. But here it will give you catheter restriction. So I'm sorry, I cannot create a leakage alarm. Just consider whenever you are getting any leak, any catheter alarms, like any leak in IABP circuit, gas loss in IABP circuit, catheter restrictions, or autofill failure, blood suspected. These all are indicating it could be a leakage inside, right? How to troubleshoot? If there is a leakage inside, how to troubleshoot and what to do? Whenever you find this alarm, make sure that this area is visible for you, right? We have this area visible for you. Closely monitor if there is any sign of blood or blood particles. If it is there, we have to disconnect from here. Okay, disconnect it and you need to clamp it, and you can proceed with the removal of the balloon. If you found any blood. If there is no blood, you make sure that there is no blood. Okay, I will show you one more time. See, this is the autofill procedure, autofilling and calibrating fiber. Okay. In case if you are ignoring this alarm, and there is a method I'll show you. Let it finished. So always give more attention to catheter alarms. Okay, because if you are ignoring that alarm, if there is an actual leakage, the blood could come inside the machine. So to avoid this, do a manual autofill now. I'll show you. Okay, it starts pumping. I will create a king again. We will consider this as a leakage also for any catheter alarms. Okay, so you can mute it for 1 minute. So you didn't find, or you find any blood, maybe the leakages happened, and if there is any small leakage, if there is any small amount of gas differences, it is more than 5 cc, it will consider as a leakage alarm. It will give you gas loss alarm. You didn't suppose just have a look into here. I'm just ignoring the alarm and starting simply. Start shuffling it again. So I told you 2 hours the helium will work. Okay, maybe after 1 hour when it's doing an autofill, there was a small minute pinhole perforation here. There is a small amount of blood. It will keep on swelling here. But during the autofill, it will suck the blood inside the machine. So how to avoid this? When you found any catheter alarms, okay, mute it. Closely monitor sign of blood. If there is no sign of blood, do not start here. Start this IABP fill. It's called manual IABP. Manual IABP filling. Hold it for 2 seconds. You can see autofilling. So it's autofilling, and closely monitor this area. So if there is any blood, you can see blood is coming out. You can put standby immediately and remove it. Okay. If there is no blood coming out, you need to start it again because it didn't start pumping. You did
What are you removing? This one?
Yeah.
Standby and
Standby and remove it immediately from the machine.
Why do you do that?
because the blood is coming to secure the machine.
Okay. For this case,
Disconnect from here. This okay. Now, okay. I'll just create one more time. Now we have done a manual autofill complete, right? You can. There is no blood. You can start it. Okay. I will show you the instruction what to do again. Again, whenever I know it's a new machine, but same like CS300. Whenever you have an alarm, there is an L help icon here. Okay. When you move it, see. Check evidence of blood in the tubing, and if no evidence of blood, you can proceed with the next. What I discussed. But stop pumping. It's clearly meant to disconnect the catheter extended tubing from the IABP console from here. Okay, and you need to clamp the extracorporeal tubing between Y connection fitting and male connector.
Okay.
This is the Y connection, and this is the male connection. You need to clamp it here. So that's giving the clear indication. Just go with the help screen. Yeah. But the removing, yes, you have to inform the doctor.
that one we need to verify it with the doctor first, because that should be their action. Okay, that should be their action.
Exactly.
Okay.
So now you can start pumping again if there is no. So once you press it, you can see it's automatically activated. But this is the manual autofill. Okay. So it has one more. But so it's pumping. Suppose you are getting a low helium alarm. So you know the balloon it's pumping on a patient. We have to remove the helium. But as I mentioned, it's pumping. We don't know when it will be the next autofill. So when you are removing the helium, maybe the machine initiated an autofill and it's looking for a helium, but you have removed the cylinder. So it could be a autofill failure. So what to do when you have a low helium and not be panic, arrange your helium cylinder and just go and start an autofill, manual autofill. Okay, just do an autofill. So it will refill with the new helium and it will give indication autofilling complete. Autofill complete. Start. Now it start pumping. So the same helium will work for next 2 hours. You have enough time. But if any technical issue happened for the machine, imagine if the balloon inflated, it was inflating in the position and the machine shut down for any reason. So it will never be inflated position. If something happened, we have a safety valve. It will open here. It will be deflated automatically. There's a safety feature. Don't worry about it. So autofill complete. I can start it. And again, the third option for this IABP button. So you are getting a gas loss alarm continuously from a patient. You are doing a proper manual autofill, proper troubleshooting. There is no leakage, but around 40 minutes or 1 hour you are getting continuously. Then it is a leakage, but it is not an actual leakage. Maybe the patient temperature is a little bit high. So if there is a temperature difference, the gas can diffuse through the membrane. Okay, so that's not a leakage. So you should confirm that you have done a proper troubleshooting, there is no leakage, and this leakage is happening only because of patient is having high temperature. So in that case, do not wait for 2 hours autofill. In 1 hour you can do a manual autofill just to compensate. Okay, only in that case. So if you are getting continuous leakage alarm, there is no leakage, you did a proper troubleshooting, then you can go to the patient temperature. If it is high, just do a manual filling once in an hour.
Then the alarm will go.
Yeah, automatically. Okay. Because in 1 hour, because of the temperature differences, there should be a diffusion to the patient side slightly. So every 1 hour maybe the machine will give you alarm. To avoid this, you can do a manual autofill. But make sure that this is only because of patient high temperature. Okay. So we can discuss about the catheter alarms. I mean, you know the troubleshooting now mostly. The major one is
regarding the helium, no? So once it gets the alarm, so how we have a time limit?
Yes, I told you around 40, don't wait for 48 hours. Mostly it will work for 48 hours. So what you have to do, if you have a cylinder, initiate and manual autofill. You start pumping. So the next autofill will come after 2 hours. Okay. So you can start changing the helium quickly. In 5-10 minutes you can change it and put it back. You can see it's full. Okay. Now, okay. Before changing cylinder, you can fill it. Or whenever you found a catheter alarms, fill it before using it. So you can see it will do a deep vacuum. You can see blood is coming out. Okay. And third one, which I told you, if the patient temperature is high, you are getting a continuous leakage alarms only because of the patient temperature differences. Then you can initiate an autofill every 1 hour. Okay. So autofill complete. Start. Now from this moment, machine will initiate a normal autofill after 2 hours, unless there is a disconnection happen. Okay. So you can change your cylinder. Okay. To avoid the autofill procedure could happen while changing the cylinder. So you are initiating it just before that. Okay. Now about arrhythmias. Okay. So like we can classify regular and irregular like VT. So what happens? I'm just informing you. Okay. VT. So you can see VT. the patient having any VT, it will support without missing a single beat. There's a VT going on, it is supporting the patients. Of course, the augmentation goes down because there is a change in patient heart rate now. Okay, so but VT, it's regular ones. The machine can predict the fifth, like it will follow 4 hours, and machine can predict the fifth one. So that is how it works. It is called Cardiosave feature. It's always on. Okay, but what happens when there is an irregular one like AF? Okay, so it is supporting the VT patient. So now I will just create an AF. See the difference. When it's working AF, there should be a new feature switch on automatically here. And see, this is automatic. This is a normal deflation timing. It will switch back. See, there is an AF going on. The RR interval, see, it's not regular. See, there's a difference. So whenever there is an R wave, immediately, imagine if the balloon is inflated, that's the wrong timing. So if there is an R wave, the balloon should deflate immediately. So which is called auto R wave deflate. That feature is always on. You can see this feature when there is a PVCs or AF going on. So it will support the patients. Okay, and it was supposed to be in the middle, the deflation automatic, but here it delayed. So it delayed to the extreme end. When there is an R wave, the balloon will deflate immediately. Okay, it's a feature called auto R wave deflate. It's a clinical feature. Yeah, not feature, even CS300. Yeah, you can see this auto R wave deflate. Whenever there is an irregular arrhythmias like AF, when there is an immediate R wave, the balloon should deflate. That's why you can see this auto R wave deflate. Okay, now I will just create another one. This is so important for you. Same like CS300, but CS300 simulator, I was not able to simulate this, but here I can do it. The patient having an assist. So what do you normally do? CPR. But here it is still in the start position. No need to keep it in standby position.
I will go away automatically.
No, again see, you can see. The green is indicating. It is still in start position. No trigger. You will be doing a CPR, right? So I can generate compressions in my simulator. So when you are doing a CPR, see, there is some flow in the aorta. It can counter pulse. So no need to put standby. The balloon, let it be in start position.
If the patient arrested, no need to do anything in the machine.
Focus on your patient, do a CPR, because whenever there is a flow, the machine can do a counter pulsation. It can help the patients. Okay. Is that clear?
Yeah.
Yes. And same like, see the difference. It's a calibrate pressure, right? And source fiber optic. I'm going to remove my fiber optic, so it will consider ECG pressure, normal balloon. So I put stand, okay, because it's still in assisted mode. Okay, now it's a normal balloon connection. Okay, normal balloon connection, you can see the source. This is transducer. You are using normal balloon with the transducer. Okay, and here it becomes 0. So how to make 0? Okay, there is no values. You need to open the 3-way clock to the atmosphere. Okay, so but here I can do it my simulator. Okay, once you open to the atmosphere, there should be a straight line. Okay, and press and hold the 0 button for 2 seconds. Zeroing complete. You can see 0 values and put it back to the line again. Here I will do my simulator. Okay, that's it. So we are getting values. Okay, when you are using a normal balloon. So that's the basic difference. When once in an hour, at least once in an hour, you have to do the zeroing. Proper flushing and zeroing. It will affect your signal for sure. Yeah. If you are using normal balloon. And see the difference again. Now it's showing transducer. When I'm going to connect this one, this will change. And here also you can see which is the source, whether it's fiber optic. Okay, so that's important. If you connect and sometimes it's giving fiber sensor issues, and make sure that it's fiber optic. You connect it, it should change. Okay, that's how you can recognize whether the connection is okay or not. Okay, and here the fiber still you are connecting to the saline bag. Okay, you don't need to connect the transducer, but it should be connected to a saline bag with a pressure of 300 mmHg, and there should be a flow 3 ml per hour to the patient side. Okay, that's the recommendation. Now this is important. You can see it's a hybrid mode, same like hybrid cars. It will work just to maintain the 3 ml flow to the patient side. The inner lumen needs to be activated. So in case something happened for the fiber, it doesn't work, you can use the inner lumen, connect a transducer in between, use this one as a normal pressure. Now this is a hybrid mode. This is a hospital card setup. I connected with power. You can see the power is connected. Okay, so now I'm going to tell you when you are moving a patient to the ambulance. So comparing with CS300, this is also heavy, but it has a transportation mode. See, this is a hybrid mode. It can work with power and now batteries. I'm going to change the mode. So this is your patient, so just hold it. So here there is a lock. You can see there is an indication. Lock is here. So put your hand on the bottom. You can feel a metal here lock. Just pull it. That's it. I pulled it. You can see battery in use. Cardiosave out of the cart. Mode has been changed to rescue. So this is a transportation mode. I connected the power, but the power is not recognized because we changed the mode. Okay. Now you can pull out the device from the cart, but you need to lock it first. Okay. I'm going to pull out slowly. Once you show the upper handle, completely stop it. Otherwise, it will fall down. Okay, stop it. And this is the way. Okay, it has two handles. Take it out completely. So this is the console, and you can push this button and just for your information, see how the lock works. Okay, that's it. In any direction, we can keep it. In any direction, I'll just keep it for your direction. But this one, make sure that it's properly locked. Okay, it's very expensive. And if you want to change the direction, just unlock it and rotate. That's it. Okay, lock it. So this is the transportation mode. You can see rescue mode, and there is no power during the transportation. It will only work with batteries. That is why they designed it. You have 4 machines. If you are going for a long transportation, you can take additional battery with the case. Battery shouldn't carry separately. It should carry with the case. It's a black box for the battery.
Instead of these two.
Extra you can carry. So you can see which one is using. Suppose
This
one is using,
battery will have
you are going
90
for a new
minutes.
battery 90 minutes if the patient heart rate is 90. If the patient heart rate is less, you will get more. If the patient heart rate is high, you will get less. Like 120 beats per minute, you will get around 80 minutes. But for both new batteries, you will get approximately 3 hours. But again, we are giving 8 black boxes. You can carry, you have 4 machines now. When you are going for transportation, if you feel that battery is less, you can take additional batteries. Suppose it is using battery number 1. Once it's finished, it will switch to battery number 2. Then that time you can remove battery number 1. Do not stop anything. Or suppose imagine battery number 1 is working, 2 is empty. Just unlock. Okay. See which one is 1 and 2. So this is 1, right? You can unlock 2 by this. It will come up, and you have a third battery. This direction. So even if you are doing wrong direction, it won't fit. It will only fit in one direction. Don't worry. That's it.
How they recharge the other battery, the one without charge?
So you can go with this. But okay. So but when you are going to the ambulance, take the trolley and convert from here to the ambulance. Okay. And so suppose you are going to Cleveland, you can go like this, or they will come with their machines. They have the same machines. Easy for them to transport. So for changing the machine, suppose in Cleveland, how do they change? Nothing else. Of course, they have to put it in standby. Okay, they will just immediately take these 2 connections, and they will connect their ECG, connect it back. If you have 2 machines, something technically happened for this machine. How to swap it? Connect the balloon, switch on the machine, connect the balloon, connect the fiber and ECG leads. If you are using the same machine, you can use the same connection. That's it, and start. For swapping the machine, that's it.
Sorry, sir, once again.
Suppose your machine having some technical issues, or you are going to other hospitals, if they have same machines, how to swap it? Of course, you have to put it in standby. Then 3 connections. Remove 3 connections and connect the other machine 3 connections. Start. Just press start. Yeah, standby, and remove the connection, swap the connection, and press start. That's it. To reduce, increase the size. See, this is having more length than the tubing. Why? If someone is crossing by mistake, they should remove this one first before removing this. Otherwise, this is a fiber, it will damage. That is why intentionally they have increased the size of this. So once you remove the balloon, it will charge, then they will realize, okay, I did some mistake. So if someone pull out this, it will definitely damage. It's a fiber cable. Okay. Okay, now we need to put it back.
So
No,
no,
just
need
to
to
take-
No, again, see, this is a manual autofill you're doing, but whenever you are initiating this, it will automatically do.
Okay, automatic.
Automatically do. But this is, you can also do manually. Okay.
This one we will go in the floor, no? We need to take into the ambulance.
Yes.
So where we will hold it?
Okay, that's another question. Sorry, I forgot. So there is a holder on the front, but the upper holder is hiding now.
Yeah.
So there is one. Yeah, you don't have an access because you put the. So there is one here. Okay. So this way. Or what you can do. See, it's lightweight actually. Okay. But I strongly recommend. Yeah. Don't say that. Comparing with CS300, you know. Okay, you see, one person can hold it there and one person can hold it here. See, try it.
But the
Try.
300
No,
really.
hold it here. Yeah. Come on, don't
two
say
can,
that. 2 can easily.
Not like other.
Easily, yes. Yes, 300 is heavy. I'm having
Very
back pain.
heavy, yeah.
10 years I'm doing PPM for that machine. I'm having back pain. Only because of that. It's 45 kg. How to put it back? The wider side is the bottom side.
That is 45 kg.
Yeah, 45 kg. I'm doing it alone.
Oh, that's why.
This is 24 kg, half. So, see the lock. Okay, it's very important when you're putting it back. Wider side down. Okay, and make sure it's locked properly. Okay, always. And here you need to push this one and down and release this first. Okay, if you come up, so push it and release this one first. That's the lock. And make sure that the wheels are completely in, otherwise it won't go inside. Okay. Now, always this is the procedure. Okay, hold it here and keep it here. This is also important. See the rescue. You might think that you inserted it, but it is still battery in use. Cardiosave out of the cart, still in rescue mode. That means it didn't lock properly. Still the power is connected, it's not charging the battery. I was expecting a question, but you didn't ask.
What?
The console, the helium is in the trolley.
Ah, yes.
Helium, you are using the trolley. There is no helium here.
For transport
Somehow
out.
we
Yeah, so inside there is a reservoir. Once you convert it, see it is empty. I mean, it's almost 80%. Imagine, just have a check. See the difference? Full. But when I convert, it was a little bit less, right? Why? Because whenever you convert from the car to console, it has an internal reservoir. You will always use the internal tank for transportation. It will work for 72 hours. Okay, it has a backup. But nothing to do from your side, it will fill automatically once you put it back. So now it's already full. So whenever I'm converting, now it is using the internal reservoir. Okay. Okay, again nothing to do from your side. The machine will do. It will take automatically from the internal reservoir. Once you put it back, it will fill automatically. But that internal reservoir, it will work for 72 hours or 36 autofills. Why I am telling that? I told you every 2 hours there is an autofill. Okay, suppose now this is the one. You did a disconnection.
Many
Okay.
autofills will.
Yeah, so in this case, you can see it will consume 5 times helium. Okay, that is why, because it is doing a 5 times refilling. If there is no disconnection, you have a backup for 72 hours or 36 autofills, like that. It is good enough for you, right?
So you mean if we will transport the patient, no need to bring the
Helium.
No. Helium
This
is
is
here
there,
already.
it's already there.
Yeah.
Inside is there. Yeah, because you are not taking the trolley.
Yeah.
Yeah. So make sure that your batteries are full, or you can take the other machine batteries in case. Always make sure that it's connected with power.
Other machines will be in the cath lab.
Hopefully, yes. Yeah, I hope I did everything. Any doubt so far?